get some yard work done, but I don't think that's going to happen. So anytime the weather's bad and I have a free day, the wife took the kids to Pittsburgh today. So I have a free day, and since the weather's terrible, I always try to move tree stands and stuff like that when the weather's bad. Kind of makes me feel better about taking the time to do all that stuff. So got Harper with me today, and we are headed to the store to get some weed killer. My buddy Mike Roman's going to come over tonight. We're going to walk the Foodplots and kind of just paint the ragweed. I sprayed it with Slay earlier, about 3 weeks ago, and I think it was just too mature by that point, so it didn't do what I wanted it to do. So we're going to do it manually, try to control it a little bit. I'm sure we'll miss some, but maybe save these plots since they're getting overrun with ragweed. But when I get back, I'm going to start moving some stands. I know a few locations where I want to put them, so you guys can follow along. So I'm out of my food plot, and I'm hanging a set just up here on this edge. It's kind of a pinch that goes right through the middle of these two fields, and the upper field's just a hay field. So this stand is going to be hung specifically for a northwest wind. So any wind coming out of the northwest should take my scent that way. I'm expecting all the deer to come off this corner, so the stand will only be hunted on a northwest, which is very, very rare. However, when a northwest comes, you usually have really good rut activity or deer activity. So I'm hoping that on that day, maybe a big one will stroll right down this edge, and then the corn, you can't probably see it, is right up there. So I'm gonna hang this stand, guys, and see how it looks. If you guys ever get in a hurry, but I screw up. These ratchet straps all the time. Absolutely hate them. Rain is coming, so might have to shut the camera off. So I got that tree trimmed out, got the stand Tom. Like I said, I think it's going to be a great stand for a northwest wind. The bucks love to cruise this little pinch between these fields too, so hopefully something happens. I'm kind of excited about this spot. I might only get to hunt it once or twice, depending on the weather, but there it is. I'll climb up in it. You guys can take a look. I don't hang my stands very high, especially when they're on hillsides like this. So alright, up in it. It's just a crappy comfort zone, but it'll work. There's my view. Hopefully they come right down through here. There's my window. Sorghum's down there, and then the corn's out here to the right. And I'll enter the stand through this field. So entry's always important. Northwest wind. My scent will be blowing that way. I'll come in, sneak in here, and then come up this trail, climb in. So anything to my west, which is where all the bedding is, you never know I'm here, hopefully. I kind of have the stand opposite of how I would want it. I wanted it on the back side of this tree so it was easier to draw and to give myself some protection, but I would have had to cut this big branch right there and then the tree's kind of leaning that way. And I always choose comfort over quality, I guess you could say. So I think comfort's important. The longer you can sit, the more comfortable you are, the less movement you make. And I'm liking this stand a lot. Easy access. So the next stand I'm going to put down on that, just about fell, down on that far food plot, down on the other edge. And then I'll be able to hunt that with any west wind or any southwest wind. I think that's going to be more of an observation stand because they favor this top corner here. But who knows? We'll see. It's going to be interesting. All new food plots this year, all new stands. So I have a good idea what these deer do, just because this was just basically hay fields and brush in years in the past. I took the effort to make it something valuable. So we'll see. But like I said, there is a nice heavy trail. It's kind of hard to see. Bump my ISO up. A nice heavy trail going out through here too, between these two fields, and I can see old rubs. I have a good feeling that the buck will use this for cover to get to that corn too. So who knows? I might have to shoot one directly underneath me or walking away. Won't be the first time. Well guys, it's Sunday. We're out at the Foodplots. Finn and my buddy Mike. We're out here yesterday, Saturday or Thursday? Thursday, we cut the clover. The ragweed is just taking over in all the plots. So we can't really spray. I tried using Slay on the clover and chicory and alfalfa for the ragweed, and it just wasn't strong enough. The ragweed was too mature. So we're going through today and actually weed whacking the entire sorghum, trying to knock the tops off the ragweed, just a last ditch effort trying to save the sorghum. I think we're going to be okay though. We did do a little bit here the other day and the sorghum kind of had a nice jump, so thankfully I have good helping hands. But this was Mike's idea to kind of weed whack this, or else I'd have probably just left it go and no ideas to save it. But we were going to paint it with Roundup, but it was just kind of dripping all over the sorghum, and it's a grass, so it's going to kill it. But what do you think, Mike?
Well, it's, for most people, it's difficult to see the benefit in doing this. And truthfully, we won't know if this is going to work out or not. But sometimes when your plot goes bad, or if something just goes so far south or sideways that you don't know what to do about it, make up a plan. Think about what are your options and then pick the best one. And again, whether this works for us or not, we will have this filed away in the future, knowing that we need to A, get on the ragweed a lot sooner, or B, we might need to deplete the weed bank in this field because this is the first time it's been tilled.
Yeah.
So either way, putting in the effort, whether it works out or not, we're learning something, and using that information moving forward to be more successful is never a loss.
That's for sure. So we are going to be planting a lot of these areas where we mowed, and it's probably just burn off now with fall stuff. We're not quite sure exactly what we're going to put in there yet, but either way, it's fun, and we're excited to keep managing this property and making it better every year. So we'll see what happens come fall, but we're going to keep weed whacking for now.
Hi.
Finny and I are out bowfishing tonight.
Didn't see anything.
Yeah, we have not seen a carp. It's a beautiful evening here. Best time to come out at night, but I was hoping we could catch a few feeding. So we still got some time. We're cruising around. Perfect little spot for them. I've seen them here in the past, but just not having any luck. Got the RK1 rigged up with the AMS retriever, so it works good on this bow. Hopefully we get into some carp and I can give you an update. If not, we're having fun either way, right buddy?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yes.
You picked coming bow fishing over stick time.
But I like fishing, and when I don't see a thing, it makes me stupid mad. Ah.
I know. Makes me mad too, buddy. But it's like hunting. Sometimes you just don't see anything.
But why?
Because that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it a challenge. If it was easy, everybody would do it, and it wouldn't be that much fun.
But I want it to be fun.
This is fun. Look at this. Look at this view.
Okay.
Right?
Alright, I love you.
I love you too, bud. We'll have fun here. Let's hopefully get into some carp.
Carp fishing. I got my